How's everyone doing today? If you are new to my channel, thank you for joining. And if you have watched my channels and videos before, thank you for returning. Today's video, I'm going to be planting potatoes. Today is March 24th, I think. It's a Sunday. Anyways, I want to show you the potatoes that I have. I've been storing over the winter. I actually forgot I had them in the basement. Let me show you what I'm dealing with here. It looks like they need a haircut. Does anyone have experience, or have you planted potatoes that the potatoes were this long and this out of control? So I don't know much about growing potatoes. I have more experience growing other things. I'm just gonna throw them in the ground and see what they do. These are, I don't remember the names of them, but I believe these were my purple potatoes, whatever they were called. And then I have a bunch down here. They look like coral in the sea. Anyways, I'm gonna throw these in the ground after I till it all up, and we'll see how they do today. Oh, and by the way, if you watched that video where I was doing an experiment about planting my potatoes back in the fall to help prevent having to worry about tilling in the spring due to a lot of times we get wet springs and trying to avoid that situation, let me show you what it looks like right now. So this is my potato patch. Let's just say, or it's safe to say, that project and that experiment did not work. Anyways, it's okay. They were just potatoes that I had. Some of them were little. You know, we'll see how this harvest does planting in the springtime. We've actually had a pretty dry spring. What you see here is Todd got a truckload of compost and we laid it down. I'm gonna get the tiller out and till up this ground. I have a couple bales of straw that are sitting on the front porch. So we got 3 bales of straw, and that's going to end up going on top of my tilled garden and after I plant the potatoes. Let's take a quick look to see if my ladies laid any eggs for us. Ooh. Yay! Okay, I'll be collecting those later because I don't have a container with me right now. Thank you, ladies, for your gifts. I'll let you out here in a little bit. Todd's gonna go grab me the tiller so I can till up the potato patch. But in the meantime, Todd will be planting a couple of raspberry plants. There were a couple that didn't make it over here. This is our raspberry patch or raspberry bushes and the blackberries. So they seem to be doing really well overall. Hopefully we'll be able to pick some berries this year. We planted these last year, so yeah, so we're looking forward to that. But I think I hear Todd with the tiller. He's gonna be bringing that out. Here he comes with the tiller. It almost looks like he's pushing a baby carriage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this tilled in. I want to go ahead and show you what I've done so far. I'm just going to go ahead and make 3 different rows. This whole row, which is going to be the far right or the south side, is the purple potatoes. The ones that had really long roots. Let me show you how long some of these roots are. Can you see how some of those roots are incredibly long? So that's just how I am planting these. I'm just kind of laying them flat. If you're familiar with or know how to grow potatoes like this, let me know if these are even good enough to plant, or if you would have done something different, or if this is exactly how you would have done it. So the middle row, I have the red potatoes all down. That's where I'm going to plant all those. And on the far left, when you look at this, or the north side, I have the yellow potatoes. And I'm just going to continue planting these until I have the full bed completed, and I'll cover them all up, and then I'm going to go grab that straw and cover it with the straw. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, so we've actually been pretty dry for the year so far, but let's see how this season goes. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing that, and I'll be right back. I now have all the potatoes in the ground. I'm not going to show you me putting the straw on, but you can imagine. You saw the 3 bales. I'll probably use at least maybe 2. I might use all 3. This is what I have left. These potatoes, I'm not sure if I'm going to just pitch them, or I do have some grow bags, so I might possibly throw some in grow bags and see how they do. Thank you for joining me on my virtual journey. This is the way I track my progress, what I did, because I take terrible notes. Anyways, if you have any suggestions about planting and successfully growing potatoes, especially if it's anything different than what I did, please let me know in the comments below. And something else I forgot to mention, I did mention the compost that we laid down that I tilled in, but last fall when I cleaned the chicken coop, if you're not familiar with my channel, I do have chickens. So when I clean the chicken coop out, I will throw all the bedding, which I use pine shavings and their fertilizer. I cleaned everything out of their coop and I placed it on this bed last fall, so I had plenty of time to break down. And then, like I said, we threw some more compost on it just last week, so there should be plenty of fertilizer. When I clean their coop again this year, this spring, I'm going to throw it in this garden over here and till that in. This will be more of my summer crops. But anyways, I want to thank you for joining me today, and I do appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Until next time.